Hey, happy Sunday. It's Sarah Jane with your February forecast. In this video, we're going to look at how you can deepen into the energies that February are bringing us. And it's the official start of the year of the dog, February the 17th. And you can see my dogs frolicking in the background and just reminding us to play more, to not take ourselves so seriously, and also look at that we are in a friendly universe. Hello, Roxanne, my beautiful friend. If you don't know Roxanne, she is an incredible artist, especially around painting your animal companion portraits. So beautiful. If you don't know her, check her out. And let's look at February. Hi, Kelly. Nice to see you here. And if you have any questions, hi, Sandy. If you have any questions about how you can deepen into these energies of using the pack mentality of asking for support and really deepening into what you're wanting to come to fruition this year, stay with me, because this is going to be about 15 minutes or so, unless I get ribble diarrhea. But we want to really look at how we can use the year of the dog. Hi, Sharon. Nice to see ya. And we're talking about February forecasts and what February holds for us. And if some of you did illuminate with me at the end of December, you would have done your oracle card deck and done your vision boards and put on all the drawn your oracle card for each of the months. So this is a great time to go back and revisit that as I kind of deepen into this conversation about what February holds for us. And you know, I think that we need to remember this is a 13 universal month. It's a 13, and it's actually associated with the moon as well, because even though we have 12 solar calendar months, there are actually 13 lunar cycles in a year. So 13 is this number of the moon and the divine feminine in a way, but it's also reduces to 4 in numerology. So if you look at that in tarot, that's the Emperor card, and it's about logic and really going into the corners. So these energies are going on simultaneously. And all year, part of the 11, what the 11 brings is this balance between the masculine and the extreme, on the extreme, and the contrasts of feminine and masculine, and how you find harmony in both of these energies, because it's going to be going all year. And because this is eclipse season, and because it's going to be very active in you and around you in your environment, we have a lot of unpredictable energy, because this is a time of changing directions. This is a time of new directions, and the eclipses always bring truth to light that have previously been eclipsed or hidden in the shadow. This is what the lunar energy does, especially full moon. They bring things to light that we perhaps haven't seen before. So all year you're going to be experiencing this, and it's going to be one of these years where if you keep trying to do something and have your goals and your intentions, your life is going to keep getting in the way, because this is a time where we're really meant to tune into our deep down, into our soul, and chart to our North Star. See what your soul really wants, because your mind and your ego might have other plans for you, but your soul is running the show. And you're going to be having these reawakenings and this remembering in the rediscovery. And February is really a time where you can be active and move forward on a lot of things, because January and February are the only 2 months this whole year that have no retrograde planets. Isn't that amazing? So this is definitely a time of action. And also this action is inspired and governed by what's going on inside of you, in your internal climate, as you bring the light, the shadow into the light. So this eclipse on February the 15th, it's not really a good time to plan without flexibility, or expect things to go without some bumps along the way. And you know, I definitely recommend that you really deepen into inspired action, because this is the only month in the year that doesn't have a retrograde. But it must be in alignment with your soul's plan, with your destiny, because things around you in your environment are going to show you when you're off track, or when you are on alignment and need to retrack and re-navigate. So this is about insights and revelations and wonderful discoveries. So pay attention to what's changing around you. Hi, Tony. And look at what the messages are that your soul is whispering to you, because you're going to be waking up, and we don't want to be woken up with the big bangs or the healing crises and everything else. So really go into fertile listening. And as I said, February 16th, yay, Chinese New Year. And for me, this is celebrating the year of the Earth Dog. And for many of you that follow me, you know that Chinese medicine is one of my absolute pleasures and power tools in my work with healing trauma and returning to trust. And it's so beautiful to see this connection of where we are in the feeding cycle of the 5 elements. And also what is your primary and secondary element? What is your characteristic traits, and how are you responding to the world? So if you haven't taken that quiz, you can go ahead and do that at accessyourtruenature.com and post in the comments below. I'd love to know what your primary and secondary element is, because this is really going to anchor you into using this pack energy of the year of the Earth Dog, which is all about loyalty and trust and play and to really support you in getting what you want in your life so that you're fulfilled and happy. And I've spoken to so many of my clients this last couple of weeks that are feeling really frustrated. They're like, I want to give up on my dreams and my goals because everything isn't working and things aren't happening, and it's a struggle. So go back and listen to that video I did yesterday about that and some tools. And think of February the 16th as the beginning of this new cycle. At the moment, we're still in the energies of the fire rooster. We're still in the wakey. We need to wake up and also burn up all the things and people and stuff that are no longer in alignment with our hearts. So keep doing the work, keep burning up all the stuff that you no longer need, and let go of things that are not in your highest, greatest good, so that you can officially begin this new cycle on the 16th with really strong foundations, which is what we built last year. We had to burn everything down and reestablish strong foundations and good boundaries so that you can do what you need to do. So don't quit 5 minutes before the miracles occur. All the work you've been doing up until this point has prepared you to enter into this new phase of the Earth Dog. And I just love dogs, as you can see. They remind me how to play. And we are saying goodbye to the fire rooster and flaring tempers and posturing and temper tantrums and really grounding back into the earth. I mean, who doesn't love dogs? So doesn't it feel a lot more grounding with this element of earth? And there's a lot of earth element this whole year, and we're going into the Earth Dog. And just remember, dogs are very psychically attuned. They smell and hear things that we can't really see and hear with our normal senses. So the subtle senses are all about reading body languages, paying attention to what's going on underneath the surface. And again, if you want to look at the characteristics of a dog in the physical, if you're wanting to train a dog or be in a pack, you need to be the lead. Especially if in behavioral stuff, they need a strong leader. So you need to claim your authority. You need to stand in your personal power. This is a lot about what the 11 energy is teaching us. It's really being yourself, being true to yourself, being grounded in this energy and shining your light out into the world. And dogs are social animals. They run in packs, and 11 reduces to 2. So this is all about self and others. It's the we too, not just the me too. And this is what dogs are here to show us. They work together, they play together, and there's so much in this beautiful energy right now. So I'm really happy to welcome in the year of the dog. So yay! We really get to experience this beautiful energy of loyalty and companionship and support from the Earth Dog. And I like to always sort of give you some seeds to plant and some pragmatic energies to assist you during the month. So I want to offer you 3 things to let go of this month. And the first thing is let go of caring what other people think about you. Okay, this could be the number one block that distracts you from actually listening to your deep down. And don't take things so personally. Yes, we like to be harmonious with people, but if you're so concerned about who you are or what you have to be in order to not be abandoned by the pack, or you're worried about what people think about you because you're too much, too loud, too bossy, too big, too feminine, or too whatever it is you're afraid other people are going to think of you, because you are being you in your truth, that's not very helpful. In fact, all you do is attract more people that misunderstand you, that don't get you. So the way to attract people who love, understand, and appreciate you, remember what you appreciate. So being who you are is the lesson all year long. It's teaching us how to be authentic, this 11 energy, how to be in the shadow and the light. So you're going to see people being more vulnerable, seeing things that they were previously afraid to share because they were ashamed of something. So this is all here to support us in being the most authentic version of ourselves that we can possibly be. And this is your key to living a fulfilled life, to feeling successful. So as you're moving through your life and you're coming to a choice of, how do I want to show up? How do I share the work that I'm doing in the world? And you're going, oh no, they're going to think this, that, and the other, or, what if worst case scenario? That's when you need to know what it is and speak to the parts of you that are feeling that way and ask, is it true? What do I need to be in order to stay in my authenticity? And then a deeper version of this is maybe you're saying, I need to keep this job that I hate because I'm the primary caregiver, I'm the breadwinner, or maybe this is my fixation with my identity of who I am, and I can't let people down. Or aren't they funny, Roxanne? And you're afraid to change course because sometimes you're afraid that people are going to leave you, or people are counting on me, so I can't do what I want. Please let it go, because the more true you are to yourselves, the better you are to yourself, and you follow your heart, it's always going to benefit everybody else and all beings. So let go of other people's expectations of you and listen to what's in your heart and what you desire. And what you're wanting to express in the world, and listen to that. That's going to guide you towards aligned action. And then the third thing to let go of is to let go of people and circumstances that no longer light you up, that make you heavy. Look at where your energy is leaking out, because this 11 year, it's more important than ever that you are more focused and deliberate in how and where you're investing your time, your money, your energy, and your resources. You need to travel lightly. So let go of all the stuff where you're feeling responsible for other people's stuff, and let them have their own experience. There might be things you've been doing for years, like social events or obligations, which are so heavy, or the old way of doing things in business that might have seen good in the time or worked then, but they're not working here. People that were your favorite people maybe that are no longer lighting you up. It just feels like heavy and something's off. Hear me when I say it's okay. In fact, it is a necessity to let those things and circumstances and people go and realign yourself with people that hold you in the highest light. And when you're true to yourself, when you listen to what's inside of you, every action you do, every investment that you make with your time, your energy, your resources, you want to make sure that this is moving you forward towards your highest, greatest good, to see what's motivating you. And if you need to let go of other things, it's okay. It's going to feel a bit scary, but know that if you want the grass to be green, you have to water it. Stop looking outside of yourself and look at what fuels you and energizes you and excites you. Because I know that you can have the most incredible, nourishing, exciting, exhilarating month in February. I hope that I've inspired you to be the best version of yourself and to really deepen into self-love. Keep mastering your energy. This is an 11 year. It's all about the adventures of learning through your experiences, and that's in the contrast of the feminine and the masculine. So look at your challenges as an opportunity to grow and evolve, and then you get to give and grow and gain more, knowing who you are. It's an intuitive process of knowing this is what I came here to be. And that's February. It's an eclipse season. And this is a very lunar kind of year. So we started this year with that very big, bright full moon, the very first day of the year. And January was a blue moon month because there were these two full moons in 1 month. And this last one was an eclipse. The energies were incredibly powerful. They happened 2 weeks apart, and there was this big burst of bringing the dark into the light. And as I said, 15th of February is a new moon eclipse. And weirdly enough, we have no full moon in February. We have these 2 full moons, one that was a blue moon in January. We have 2 full moons in March, but no full moons in February. Hi, Alexandra. So don't think that there's no lunar energy. There's plenty of it in February. And in fact, 2018, because it is the 18th year of our century, 18 in the tarot is the card of the moon. And also, this is, as I said, an 11 universal year, which is very much associated with the moon. And it's going to be here all year long. You're going to see these themes of the moon popping up all year long. So, as I said, what does it mean for you? More emotions, more psychic energy, more attunement, and also a lot more unpredictable energy. You know, when we have that full moon energy, it's like people can be really crazy pants. And there's this unpredictability to it. There's a lot of watery emotions coming to the surface. So this is also a time of culmination and celebration and fertility and community, which goes with it. So in February, as I said, to recap, this is a 13 universal month. February 2018 is a 13 universal month, which is associated with the moon. 13, even though we have these 12 solar calendar months, they are, as I said, 13 lunar cycles in the year. So 13 is this year of the moon and the divine feminine in a way, but it also reduces to a 4, which in the tarot is the Emperor card. This is logic and analytical and squaring your corners. So we have both of these energies going on simultaneously, and all year, part of what this 11 brings is the balance between the masculine and the feminine in their extreme, right? It's about finding that balance, and this is going to be a theme all year. So, as I said before, because this is eclipse season, it's going to be very active within you. Unpredictable energy is going to be there. It's there to support you in changing direction, aligning with the new higher vibrational frequencies, bringing your truth into the world that have previously been hidden in the shadows, okay? These are where your dog gifts are. And this is where we are asked to bring these things to light that we haven't seen before. So all year you're going to be experiencing this, and it's going to be one of those years where you're going to, maybe keep trying to do something, and life is going to throw you a couple of curveballs, because this is the time where we're really meant to tune into our soul's calling, redirect course, and fine-tune what your soul really wants, not your mind, okay? We're not doing this from the thinking mind, we're doing this from the animal body. Because the mind and the ego are going to have other plans for you, but your soul runs your show, and that your soul doesn't care what's convenient to your ego, ever. So again, this is a beautiful opportunity for you. If you haven't taken Illuminate, which I offered in January, it was just 5-day short course to really anchor in your foundations and bring your gifts out of the dark into the light. It's still available. It's self-paced, and you can take as much time going through this. It's evergreen, so you can revisit this. And you can go back into it and go deeper and deeper. So if you feel like this is a nudge for you to look at how you're going to illuminate your gifts and get your house in order and go forward into February and beyond 2018, if you're looking for a renewed sense of focus and clarity and living into a fulfilled life and your definition of what success is, take a look at Illuminate. It was only $33. And if this was helpful to you, if this has got you excited or you gave you some ahas, please like it, share it, and let me know how you're going to create more harmony, more ease, more flow, more connection. And as my dogs have been showing you right through this thing, how you're going to create more time for self-love, for self-care, and for play. Dogs for me are really about the energy of play, and they remind us, don't take things too seriously. Rover's drinking out of the bird bath right now. There's no scarcity in nature. There's always enough to go around. Now he's choking because he probably slurped up some leaves or something. But dogs don't hold back. When they're joyful, they're joyful. When they're afraid, they're afraid. And this is what nature and the animals teach us: is that that we've created the separation sickness, and it's time to come back to your heart and know that the very thing that you want, which is community, that pack energy of dog, people to play with, people to shine a light on your gifts and to celebrate and cheer you on, right? This is the balance again between the old patriarchy and the new feminine. It's just like I see so many women still today, especially in South Africa, going into this lack and scarcity that if I tell you about this person and their incredible gifts, that there's like this lack of shining on the planet. I mean, really? It's time we stop shaming, we stop pointing fingers, we stop the gossiping and the bringing down, the cutting the feminine down. We can go so much further together than apart. So look at that and look at where can I be the greatest, highest version of myself and really receive this beautiful, nurturing energy of the year of the dog. All right, let me know if you found this helpful. Share it with people that you know might be looking for a little boost on this Soulful Sunday. And tell me what you'd like to hear more about in this group and also on the Vital Animal Talk group, which is just totally dedicated to being the guardians, being the stewards for the sentience, because we need you and we need your unique gifts and what only you have come here to give. So I feel like I'm rambling now, so I'm going to tune off. Have a beautiful rest of your Sunday wherever you are, and here's to a awesome, creative February. Mwah. Bye.